Little late delay, Charles. Charles hits the thing full speed in reverse and then hang on. If I wouldn't have been hanging on, I'd already been out of the boat. What are the odds? What are the odds? I got the best bait going. I got the best rod and reel combo for me. I got a piece of grass that won't leave. I can throw out towards that big old stump right out there and actually catch a big fish. Oh boy, that's gonna be it, Charles. That's gonna be it, guys. Charles, I'm gonna hit the double-digit mark. I might be a teener. Guys, buckle up and hang on. Get ready. It's the final countdown. Charles, it's the final countdown. I'm gonna catch a big fish right out here. You didn't see where it cast. I have perfect cast right by the stump. I'm telling you right now. There it is. Hang on. Oh, there he is. Charles, I missed him. Charles, don't move the boat no more. Hang on. He was there. He's right. What is going on? Oh my God, that line. That fish followed me. Oh, dude, Charles. I told you. Charles. Oh. Does your grandson come back with half the bait? No. He was there. I got to get back on him. Where's my jigs? That dude wanted that. He didn't want the jig. He wanted the trailers. Oh, I got to get him. Back this boat back up. We're not done. We are not done with that fish. That's the one I missed that first day we were here. I got sensing. I got my spidey senses like that. Don't you go over there and try to catch him.
Well, you're past him.
Dude. Shoot. Who are you talking to? I'm gonna get him right there. I'm gonna get him or that stump. Right there. Feeding the line out. Charles, give me my fish. Bring him here, he's mine.
Right at the boat.
How did you catch that on a chatterbait way out there?
I have no idea.
That is ridiculous. I think it's that yellow head more than it's anything. It's crazy. What is that, a Z-Man? Yeah. Jesus, Charles. Z-Man what? Just original, right? Or no, that's it must be an Elite or something. Originals aren't that color.
The original chatterbait.
Right, but it's either an Elite or a custom. No, it's probably an Elite. You can get that from.
I saw the color and I was like, yeah,
right.
I want that. Are you hung up?
No, I don't know. You're moving the boat so fast, I don't know what I am. I think I'm just out in the middle of nowhere now. So where'd you get it at? Everhart's or off the internet?
No, it was either Everhart's or Bass Pro.
All right, here we go. Right?
I say Everhart's.
Right there.
It's just like, man, that thing looks like sprayed grass. And honestly, the yellow head was my least favorite.
Right.
Thing.
I think that's what's kind of. It's like an attractor. It's like. I think they can see it from a ways, and as they come up, they just see the bait and they like the color and they grab it.
Yeah. They're like, what is that? Oh yeah, give me that. Yeah, because that, like you said, that one right there, that was middle of freaking nowhere.
Yeah.
All of a sudden just comes up to the boat and says, give me it.
Dude, what happened? That was my fish. That was, okay, he ain't there. Actually, I don't think that's the one. I think this is the one that the big one I had that day.
It was.
This one down here. So, that cast sucks. Yeah, I'm gonna throw just to the. I want it to get in here.
Hit it just on the lay down and then top it off.
Yeah, I want to hit it right. That'll be good right there. Dirty dog. Oh my God. Come on. Turbo boost. One more shot. Oh yeah, right there. Let it sink. Let it sink. It does kind of suck. My personal best came from that middle Paradise place, and we can't go back to that spot.
Yeah.
You know that dude's bigger now, I would imagine.
Yeah, but I would think there'd be, the fish that we've caught out of this, I would think there would be one just as big in here.
Well, you would think. But getting it caught could be a whole nother deal.
That was the thing about, that middle Paradise. We never really caught much even close to that size.
The first year, right. What's funny is that same area, I caught the 5-pounder on a buzzbait that time, remember? And you said, I think the only reason we went up there, because you had one, right?
One that was like 5 pounds. Yeah,
so we
on the other bank.
Right, we went and hit it with buzzbaits, and I caught that one. And then kind of reason we were back there hitting it hard in that area, remember, was because we'd caught the 5-pounder out of there before in that area. And then bam. Whoa.
It's a light rod, light drag.
You're like, well, you're in the grass. That's what it is. I'm like, dude, telling you.
I'm just going to sit over here and catch these.
Feeling it. I could feel it. It's like it is a giant.
I told you, I just said, I'm going to sit over here and catch fish while you're jacking with that thing.
I was like, I'm telling you, this ain't no normal. It was hard to tell how big because it's tetton, it's just bent.
Yeah. And
bent in half. Got a double coming at me.
About it was you caught that huge fish on a little light rod.
Yeah, I know. It's like, all right, boys and girls. Whoa, look out, dude. Where are you going? We've got a double here. Whee! My bait. Man, I need to figure out. You know what? I'm going to do that right now, real quick, before I do anything else. I can kind of glue those back so they're not totally done, but while we're sitting here, because that jig has worked all day. So I could probably put a end of a Zinkers on it. I could put one of these dudes on it. But I think okay, here's what I'm going to try to do. These baits keep wearing off pretty fast. I do take them back home, actually super glue them and throw them back. They will work again. But if I can find, and the goat seems to be about the closest thing, so I'm going to cut this down. What I'm going to try to do is make this thing match up to get it as close to one of these as I can. So I think it has something to do with the color, something to do with the subtle flapping. So I'm going to get this the same size roughly as that. So I need to cut almost right there. It's almost a perfect thing anyway. See where it is. Can you guys see any of that? So I need to cut that much of a goat off this way, and then I need to round that up. So this one, I need to round that up so the profile, so it still goes through. And I think I'm going to leave it a touch bulky just because we're in that kind of year where it's not so much as what I was trying to do with the cutting one of these to go on a whatchamacallit. So let's just see if you guys can make out the overall profile. It's got a little longer legs, but the overall length is about the same. So I'm going to, first of all, try to put that on. I'm going to put the blue down. Let me get that on this bait. You got to push that elastic like crazy up. I did not go far enough. So you almost have to go all the way. And you can leave it a little longer, and I may do another one up a little bit longer. But I don't want to add a ton of bulk to this bait. So see, I still have a pretty compact deal. And I'm going to actually leave the thing. I'm just going to try it with those crazy flappers, but I probably will cut these down even more. But I will try it first like that. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I just keep using the baby rage minnows because they definitely get bit. It's one of those things. Try something. If it keeps getting bit, you know you may have something. If it bite seems to slow down, just go back to what was working, the exact thing that was working. Right, Charles? Charles has got a crazy chatterbait that color has definitely been the one that's worked today. I can't quite get close enough to the bank. Charles has us out in the middle of nowhere. We're going back up. Doing circles. Whew. Let's go. Okay, back where we started, more or less. See if this jig still works. With this on it, or if I need to go back to the other one. I've been trying to throw over here all day. Right there. Yeah, I just want to try right where that.
Yeah, I'll take it.
No, you're just.
Oh, you're close enough.
Yeah, see the little bit of wood sticking out? I just wanted to hit it. There's a little stump right there. Yeah, I didn't hit that. I want to hit that stump. Whatever, there's a little chunk of wood right there. You hear that noise and then it don't sticks me like every time. I can't figure out what is going on with that. And it's a today thing. I don't remember that happening like that. It's crazy. I guess I'm just on the other side of that wood. They grab it and they line runs down. They pop off and the jig just instantly sticks it. It's the third time that's happened. Like 100% you can hear it. I know it's coming. Like, God, no. And they're little dinks. But it got hit with the Z-Man trailer anyway. Okay, I do not like, I'm cutting these as narrow as I can. I do not like any of that extra flappiness. Just, you can feel it in a jig, like it. I may even have to skinny that material up, but it's like I can feel that resistance. And especially as that water gets colder, I don't think them fish like that.
What?
As flappy.
Oh, those are the stumps that you cut all of them on. The
Yep.
big ones. I kind of want to go back and hit that again now that I fixed it. Yeah, pretty good. Kind of weird combo, huh?
Yeah.
But that's the colors, all the colors that have been working for me today.
Every time I throw over there, I get hung up. Right over there. Okay, right over there. Right there. I don't think it's going to work because I don't think the colors are bright enough. I think they like that. Whatever color that is. There you go. I gotta buy another pack of these, I think. I got some left, but going through the old ones that I've glued already first. We're gonna put this dude back on just to see. We're in the spot where this should be getting hit. So let's just see. Jesus, that's noisy. Are you kidding me? Hung up again. No fish caused that one. That sucker just hung. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. This jig's about the best thing I've got. You've seen me in here before. Chatterbaits, hang up. Jabberjaws, hang up. Actually, I think any square bill I've thrown in here, I end up hanging up. Yeah, you've been hung up, not as much as me, but you've been hung up too.
Yeah, I've been hung up, but just not near as much.
Well, when you were trying to throw that worm, you were hung up all the time. You stopped throwing it. You're like, that thing sucked. And that's what this thing kind of sucks, but what sucks, where's the fish? What sucks worse is the shaky head for me. Right off that same thing. That right there had more fish on it than almost any other piece of wood. Other than that real big one over there. Look how yellow that dude is. That may be why your yellow-headed chatterbaits work so good today. Looks like a yellow golden color. No explanation why this black and blue has worked so good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because the chatterbait doesn't. Why is that?
I've thrown that black and blue gold bladed one and it just hasn't. But this black and blue jig is just like deadly today. Well, and it was yesterday at that whole other place. And I think it's that royal, baby rage menace, that royal blue or whatever they call that. And if you watch Average Joe's van is always, when he's showing pictures of his chatterbaits, they're like a real crazy blue.
Yeah, they use that, they call it a code blue or
Yeah,
whatever.
or something. It's a crazy blue. I've never used a chatterbait that blue, but I may have to end up getting some. All right, I got to take a leak. Don't hit the... All right, here we go. See that, Charles? That was working. This works. Got a brand new one here. This time, though, I rigged it up with a goat, cut down a little bit. It looks a little crooked, but oh well, it should work. So let's try it. I already got a leg caught. Charles, the leg's already caught. How does that happen? All right, let's try it again. Throw it right over the wood, get it hung up right off the bat.
I already fished all that too. They're not in there.
You already fished all that? Okay, well,
I'm gonna move this.
if I
Move this
catch
down.
one. Man, it feels better already. Just getting them gloves off. Look at my hands. Oh my God. My calluses are already worn off.
That sun coming
Yeah,
Nice fish.
definitely. It's getting a little bit warmer out here. Trying this bait.
Fish all hung up. My worm isn't horrible yet. Are we gonna make it through that wood or are we gonna hit it?
Should be good. I need to catch some fish on this Z-Man stuff.
Alright. I wanna catch a fish.
Give me.
I don't want to catch another one on the big A. There's a fish or the water caught on the big A.
My confidence going in this Z-Man Elastec.
Yeah. I can put some stuff on the Z-Man last check all day.
Let's try it up by that stuff.
Oh, I'm being dragging this thing behind the boat right now. It's moving fast enough. It just bounces through this wood, sick it's not. I like that piece of crap still you got.
Well, let's try it over here somewhere. It's almost like the buoyancy thing, in fact, makes a difference.
Yeah.
The Elastec floats, so it takes a little longer to get
Get down.
down, and those legs kick a little more. I snatch into a big 5-6 pounder, though, I'll be like, okay, I got confidence in it.
Or a 14 pounder.
Yeah, 14 pounder. It's like, yeah, they got a 14 pounder out here. Like, I'd like to see that.
I like to catch that.
I thought he was going to say 8 or 10 or something. 14's a whole nother class than 10.
Yeah. And 10's massive.
Yeah, 10, 8 and 10 are gigantic bass.
I want to say like 12 pounds, 13 pounds is like state record though or something.
I don't know.
Dude, I'll tell you one thing. If
I know it's a
catch
big deal when the
if
guys
we catch
in.
a 14 pounder out of here, we're taking it with us. We're leaving right then. I'm taking it with me and putting it in the freezer and it's going on the wall. I will take it tonight.
Charles, you get pictures and get a replica.
Nah.
Measure the weight, or get the weight, measure the girth, the length,
Right.
pictures, different angles. It's actually more expensive, I think, to have that done than it is to have one mounted. But there's stuff working out there now. Is that a hit? I thought that was a hit, but it's not. I thought that was a
What
hit.
about this worm? They like that jig, but they don't want this worm. Maybe it's because the jig looks like a crawfish and this doesn't. You know?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like,
What's funny is,
I ain't never seen a blue worm. I've seen a blue crawfish.
yeah, this trailer is not that far off,
Yeah, but it's not.
and it's not done anything yet to enthuse me to make me say, yeah, I can just use this. I still get the urge to put the other jig on with that Baby Rage Menace, man. Those things just, that size and action just seem to do it. really thought I would only have this coat on for a brief little time.
Now you've been liking that.
I've had it on all day with no intentions of taking it off. Why don't you work as good? All right, boys and girls, I wasn't even recording. I thought it was, but I was just talking about how Maddie was kind of jerking her jig almost like you would a jerkbait because she was watching Matt up front. Charles just said the bite was dead. You got a fish on.
Yeah, I know.
Charles just letting him swimming in. He's like, come on in.
Make it easy on me.
Let's try it up there where Charles just was. But yeah, she was kind of rod tip down, jerking the jig. And they were definitely hitting it. They ain't gonna do much jerking in there. Oh.
No, not moss. That's why.
Try this, right?
That's why I went from the chatterbait to the spinnerbait, because I can run it shallower, and he grabbed it.
Got one. All right, maybe we got something here. Maybe we got something here. So if I can, wow. Look at that little poor mistreated dude.
The one I just put back had a big old fat belly.
Did he? That's crazy. Right out of roughly the same area.
Yeah.
So we got our new jig. You can get these up at Rogers, like I've said over and over again, for $1. There you go. For $1, cut down a goat on the black and blue, and it's game on.
I like this spinnerbait.
Yeah.
See how long it lasts. You know me and spinnerbait.
Yeah, that blade's coming off. Blade's coming off, Charles. I can already foresee it. What are the odds there's a big giant right there? Maybe not. Oh. Roto-Rooter. Let me just swim this thing right through that area. I just swam it. Did you see that? I knew it was super shallow. I'm like, I can't really jig it, be in the grass. I just threw it out, started reeling, and boom. Boom chakalaka. Boom. We have caught a bunch of fish today. That dude is hooked. Yeah, when we get out here and fish, we've had to brave the elements. This thing is hooked sideways. That's part of its issue. Let me hook that thing the right way.
That is weird with that green with that peanut butter and jelly zinkers on it. They seem to like this spinnerbait a lot.
Okay, there is a straighter little dude. Let's try that way up that way. Just swimming the jig. Which I said you can do. You know, they sell swim jigs, flipping jigs, pitching jigs, brush jigs, this jig, grass jigs. It's like, dude, you can take just these old ball-headed finesse type deal or the old Arky style, and you can fish them all the different ways. You don't have to have 50 million jigs for 50 million different styles.
That's all marketing just to sell them.
Yeah, they may be a little bit better for this or that, but I can do this right here with this one. Now, if you get in too deep of water, you need a heavier head, but you can basically Do whatever you want to do with that little jig right there. It'll get in there and do it. I think you're running out of water up there.
Yeah, but I pulled 2 out of that. I think that what they were was they're sitting in that deep hole.
Yeah, they're right there in that area. Look, probably. Let me see. Let me see if I can get this dude to pull something out over that area. I need to get this back up and on. Oh, I had one. Get back on there. Yep, blowing straight into this. Well, it's like a cross right there. Got the gunk. Yep, that was a good little hit. Yank my crap all around. There we go. All right.
That's it. Did you change it, or is
No, that's still the
one that you didn't know about?
Yeah, that's, I'd say the test. See, look, that's the goat.
Yeah, you're golden.
So I think it's pretty much good to go, because it's pulling fish out of spots we've already fished also on top of that. So I think it's just as good as the other one. I definitely wouldn't call it better. I'd say it's probably just as good. And it should should actually outlast this jig. That jig's probably gonna get beat up, the head may come off or something may happen, or I'll end up just using them and eventually lose them. But I've only got whatever, well, maybe $2. I don't know if these goats, they're almost $1 a thing, but they last like forever. Those Baby Rage Menace, I think, average out to about 50 cents a piece, and you'll go through about 3 or 4 in a, like I've already had to change out 3 or 4 today. Now I keep them, I throw them back in, I take them home, I glue them, I bring them back out, I do it again. But they have about the same life expectancy, 3 to 5 fish, maybe 8, something like that, 3, but not a lot. You know, could be fish, could be hits, basically 3 to 5, sometimes 8 hits. Then it's like, okay, that bait is gone. Now what I should do, and I if I do want to use those, is I need to like pre-rig a couple up and just glue them on. Then they would last a little longer. There you go. Not doing squat. Is that a walleye?
No.
That's a 14-pound walleye without lead. Just think when you add the lead. Think how heavy it's going to be when you add the lead. We've been all over this tree all day long. It constantly just holds fish. Yeah, just pulling and pulling them out. What it is, it's the over on this side, it's like there's just the most bulked up amount of wood on this side of the bank. If we had depth finders rigged up, we could probably drift down and find those out there and be doing the same thing once. But I kind of wasted one on that first one I did. I could still use it, but I cut it a touch short, but I need to cut it down. You want it skinny is one of the tricks to that jig. It gets down quick. So you basically cut it just like you would the and I should try to just see if I can use the whole thing. You know, leave it a little longer. I'm just afraid then you'll get those little nippers at the, you know, they won't grab the whole jig as well. Oh, you got it. Tree pounder. That's what Charles gets. He was talking crap on my jig, and it's, but that worm, them worms, I don't know why they hook up so bad either. You know what I mean? When you rig them, that thing should just slide in and out all that wood. They never do. No, not for me either. I don't know why. Don't worry, there's a jabberjaw.
Maybe that's why this wood holds so many fish, is they're like, man, look at all this stuff here to eat. And they keep pecking at it, but they can't get it. See, this place, it's got jabberjaws and worms.
Yeah, there's like little minnows and worms. Got one, another one right there. Little dinker-doo. All right, it's official for me anyway. It's giving me the confidence to throw it without the. So now I need to just cut down on the other colored jigs, like the peanut butter and jelly one I got, that green one. And the thing about those, they don't have the salt. I think I can cut them and have them rigged up, be ready to go. Find out which. Man, come on, son, just for a little bit today. Just for once, like to have a warm sensation while I'm out fishing today. It was starting to get that way when that sun first popped out. I was like, yeah, I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna feel good. Nope. Let's go.